Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the chapter Structure of Atom. Let us start it with the learning objectives. At the end of the chapter, you will be able to explain, define atom and what are the subatomic particles, how they are arranged and how many atomic models we have, right? And also you are going to explain about the spectrum, define spectrum, what is electromagnetic spectrum, and what is emission spectra, absorption spectra, band spectra, line spectra, and also about the quantum numbers. Quantum numbers, who are the scientists who proposed the quantum numbers, and also about the molar chart, which is going to explain the distribution of the electrons based on the energy levels, and also about the Haber principle, Hund's rule, and also Pauli's exclusion principle. So let us recall the topic of atom, which you have already discussed in the class 9th. So what is this atom explains about, what all the atom is about. About atom, in the year 600 BC, Maharishi Kanad explained about this atom. He called it as Anu and Paramanu. Anu and Paramanu. After that, after many years, about the atom, a scientist called Dalton explained about the atom, which is called as Dalton's atomic theory. Dalton's atomic theory. Dalton's atomic theory. Now, the word atom, what does that mean? From where it has derived, right? So, atom is a building block. It is the building block of matter. Right? Atoms are the building blocks of the matter. They are the fundamental building blocks of the matter. And moreover, it is derived from the Greek word atomio. It is derived from the Greek word what? Atomio, which means indivisible. Which means what? Indivisible, which cannot be divided further. It is a tiny particle. Atom is a tiny particle which cannot be divided further. That is called as what? Atom. An atom which is derived from the word atomio. Right? So, the many scientists thought that atom is indivisible, a tiny particle which is invisible and indivisible. But the later on experimental observations carried out by many scientists provoked them to think what is there inside the atom. What is there inside the atom? And after experimental conclusions, experimental observations, they came to know about subatomic particles. Subatomic particles. In the beginning, according to the Dalton atomic theory, they thought that atom is the tiny particle which cannot be indivisible. But later on, the experiments which was conducted by the scientists said there are some particles which are present inside the atom. Those are called as what? Subatomic particles which are present inside the atom. But according to Dalton, it was indivisible. But later on, the experimental observations and conclusions said that atom is divided. It has subatomic particles. Now, what are that subatomic particles? They are electron, proton, and neutron. Electron, proton, and neutron. Scientists have identified, discovered these subatomic particles. A negatively charged particles were discovered in the atom, and that discovered negatively charged particles are thereafter named as electron, which carries a negative charge. And they also discovered a positively charged particles. These positively charged particles are called as protons. This negatively charged particle and positively charged particle makes an atom electrically neutral. Atom is stable, atom is electrically neutral. It does not consist, it's neither positive nor negative, it is a neutral one. Right? And also they found a third element, third subatomic particle. The third subatomic particle is nothing but a neutron, which is chargeless. It does not have any charge. So atom is electrically neutral because of electrons, protons and neutrons. So these are the three subatomic particles were discovered after Dalton's atomic theory, proving that atom is further divisible. Atom is further divisible. Let us see who are those scientists who discovered electron, proton and neutron. Right? So as we already discussed, electrons are negatively charged particles, protons are positively charged particles and neutrons are chargeless. Electrons were discovered by J.J. Thomson in the year 1897. In the year 1897, J.J. Thomson discovered a negatively charged particle called electron and also protons. After discovery of the electrons, scientists thought that when there are negatively charged particles, there should be oppositely charged particle should be there, because as we discussed, atom is electrically neutral. When you have a negatively charged particle, then there should be a positively charged particle. So scientists discovered a positively charged particle, that is called what? Protons. And protons were discovered by Rutherford in the year 1911. And now, after discovery of the electron and proton, fine, right? You have a negatively charged particle and a positively charged particle, right? Is it making atom electrically neutral? How these electrons are present? How these protons are present? Where they are placed in the atom? How the existence of the subatomic particles are there in the atom? And meanwhile, these atomic models, experimentations are going on. They have discovered another subatomic particle, that is called neutron. Right here we have a neutron, which was discovered by Chadwick. In the year 1932. So these are the discoveries of the subatomic particles. That means they are present inside the atom. They are going to present inside the atom, right? Electrons, which are negatively charged particles, discovered by the Thomson in the year 1897, and protons are positively charged particles, discovered by Rutherford in the year 1911. And later on, neutrons were discovered by Chadwick in the year 1932. And here now, all the subatomic particles are known to you. Now it's a question to you that how these subatomic particles are arranged in the atom. How they are arranged in the atom, right? So different atomic models have come into the picture. Let us see that atomic models now. Let us discuss briefly about the atomic models. And here, Rutherford is the first person to give the term nucleus. Rutherford is the first person to explain about the term nucleus. That means what? It is the center of the atom. Nucleus is the center of the atom where protons are present. So this was the statement given by the Rutherford. Let us see few atomic models. So J.J. Thomson, who discovered electron, right? He gave an atomic model, and his atomic model name is also called as what? Plum-Perdine model. And this Plum-Perdine model explains that both electrons and protons are embedded like a watermelon. The red edible part is a proton and the black seeds are what? Electrons. But he failed. J.J. Thomson failed to explain the neutrality of atom. And this is what we discussed in the 9th class, right? So plum-pudding model was given by J.J. Thomson. He failed to explain what neutrality of atom. So to overcome his drawback, Rutherford gave another atomic model, and his atomic model was called as what? Planetary atomic model. Planetary atomic model, where the protons are present in the nucleus, that means center of the atom, and electrons are revolving around the nucleus. But his concept also failed because he could not explain stability of atom. J.J. Thomson failed to explain the neutrality of atom. Rutherford, though he gave the planetary atomic model, which was overcome Plum-Pudding model, failed to explain the stability of the atom. And after that, we have another atomic model, which is a modified model of the Rutherford. A modified atomic model of the Rutherford done by Niels Bohr. Atomic model. Niels Bohr gave another atomic model, which is a modified form of the Rutherford atomic model, where it explains about the stability, right? Explains about stability. About stability, right? It explains about the energy levels, orbits. Energy levels or orbits. Right? This is what how the atom term is derived from the Greek language atomio, which means indivisible. But the scientists did not keep quiet themselves, right? They keep on conducting experimental observations and given their conclusions that there are subatomic particles present in the atom, and that subatomic particles are what? Electron, proton and neutron. Right? After discovery of the subatomic particles, they were busy with designing the atomic models, right? And you have got few atomic models, that is Plum-Pudding model, watermelon model, planetary model, and the Niels Bohr atomic model, which is almost about explaining about the stationary orbits or different energy levels, right? And here you have a complete picture of the atom, subatomic particles, atomic models. And in the next class, we are going to discuss about the wave nature of the atom. Right? Thank you.